use my mic. Yay. Yay. Okay. Alright. Let's make this a quick stream, guys. I am exhausted. I am tired. I don't want to go long, so we're not going to go long. I'm just going to do a few matches. And then we're going to call it. Just because, look, I'd love to go longer. I'd love to go for a super long stream, but I cannot. I am whooped. I am absolutely whooped. Sure. Hey, Raven, did you hear Spooky Wizard got a job? Yeah, I heard. I'm glad for him. I'm very glad for Spooky. Raven, you have 2 platinums? Yeah, I know. I know. One is for honor. I don't remember what the other one is. Maybe they're both for honor. Alright, let's do this thing. But I did want to do a quick stream because we didn't get to stream yesterday, and I feel bad that y'all missed out on a stream yesterday because parents were here and we didn't have time. And I was all gung-ho. I was like, yeah, I'm going to do a really cool stream tonight. It's going to be awesome, but I didn't realize how worn out I'd be. I didn't realize how crazy everything was going to get. But we are here now. So let us get into the streaming action. I've got to get 4 executions in Brawl, storied Exotic Warrior. Okay, let's play some Brawls. I believe Griffin is bringing the hero. There's no way he just quit and ran. I refuse to believe that even the devs got to know that's a horrible route for the character. Then explain what they've done with Griffin thus far, man. I mean, they seem intent to just, you know, say, by the way, Griffin existed, but we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to acknowledge that. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, yeah, Griffin was a thing. He definitely existed. We definitely added him to fight against Horkos. That's it. I'd like to think, yeah, my hope is that Griffin has gone off to go get the new hero. That is my hope. That is my hope, but I don't have a lot of faith in that. School started for you yesterday, so I'm tired too. I get you. School starts for us tomorrow.
Round 1.
Alright. Getting started with Hitakiri against a Goki. Alright. Let's see what happens. Alright, I fell for that. That's fine. Good light parry. Alright, good job, man.
Defeat.
Now, I just need to go full no brain with Hito. That's the key. I was trying too hard to use my brain.
Round 2.
Based on the lore, who's the best fighter? Hard to say. They all have their gifts, don't they? Got him. Yo, Hatun, you beat the Goki. Not bad.
Victory.
Hey, thanks, Dragon Spirit. How exactly did Apollyon understand the assignment? Because she gets it. Her ideology is just what the fighting game community is all about. Got him. This warden's really defensive. This warden's whole game plan is just kind of watch and wait for me to attack and then just respond. It's annoying, but it is what it is. But yeah, Apollyon just understands, you know, her whole ideology is we are meant to have war. We're meant to engage in conflict. And when you think about it, why do we play fighting games? Because we love the combat. You can make a lot of different lore and ideas behind why we fight. But at the end of the day, we're doing it because we love fighting. Bro. Yeah, good fight. I've never fought a warden like that. I've never fought a warden like that. Good kick. Damn. Good try. Good try. And I got 2 of my executions in. Anyway. The PTV for the Stranger Things DVD collab just dropped today. Yeah, I saw. And it looks promising, but I'll say it again, and I say it every time. Until they fix the underlying problems with the game, it doesn't matter how good the killer is or how good the survivors are. They have effed their game into the dirt. They need to make changes. And not just they can't just throw new characters at the wall and say, "Look, guys, look, ignore the fact that our game sucks. Kindly buy our slop." They can't do that. That only lasts so long. After seeing some of the hints and references, I do hope it's a Lubu inspired hero, but I won't be upset if it ain't. Who knows? What's up, Vulture? I can't do a Vanguard. Shaman? Fine, we'll do Shaman. I could play a lot worse than Shaman. I'm just not very good with her. If we get a year 10, my hope is that we could get a Spartan and Knight hero. What if the Spartan is the Knight hero? You never know. I'd just like more Wulin, please. Because let me put it this way. When we get a new Wulin hero, the Wulin will officially have 6 heroes. That's still lower than all the other factions except the Outlanders, who they'd be tied with.
Round 1.
Okay. I guess the game didn't want me to play. That's fine. I don't mind it kicking me. I mean, that's fine too. Kicking me is a totally viable game. You do that. That was just bizarre. Let's get rid of some of this. I don't need it. You playing with viewers tonight? No, I won't even be on very long. I'm probably going to end at about 8:45, 9 o'clock, something like that. So no, I'm not playing with viewers tonight. The game just shut down? No, it just kicked me. We said we'd do Shaman. Let's do Shaman. Which hero would adapt to the 21st century the easiest? I guess Pirate. Bro, I was about to fight my favorite For Honor YouTuber and it kicked me out. Oh, were you one of the ones I was about to fight? Oh, so, well, it kicked me too, so don't feel bad. Like, it kicked all of us. The server just said, nah, not happening. But who knows, maybe we'll get lucky and run into each other again. Probably against a Hito and a Warden. Okie doke. It's terrifying that my overall rep is higher than all of theirs put together.
Round one.
Alright, Hito first. The Hyper Armor King. Let it fly. Crap. Good read. Hito, why? I don't like Hito.
Defeat.
Someone done challenge me to a duel. Any tips with scent? Kick. Kick and a light, variable time your punches. Got him. Got him. Let's go. That was smooth, baby. That was a smooth takedown. Ooh. Kensei's making that Hito sweat. Let's go. Yeah. Way to go, Kensei.
Victory.
The new killer's gonna be only strong for like 2 weeks till he's nerfed in the ground. Yeah, that's why I'm not re-downloading Dead by Daylight until they're done nerfing him, because I need to see how bad they go. There we go. Nice, nice. 2 wins. Let's go. What's up, my wife hates me gaming? Thank you for the late birthday wish. Don't worry, a lot of people forgot my birthday. It's okay, man. A lot of people forgot. Good read. Ah, he whiffed it. I thought he was going to go for the guard break. I honestly thought he was going to go for the guard break. Oh no, Kensei's not looking so hot. Oh, he tried to parry. He was a little... Oh, okay, Warden. Okay, Warden. We get it. We get it. It's okay, Warden. Good read. Oh, good read. Wow. Whoa! Okay! Okay! Alright! Alright! Wow! Wow! Bro. Okay. Right. Right. Alright. Okay, bro. Okay, bro. Look, alright. It's like I've said before, don't hate him. Don't hate him. You pit, and he quit too. See, guys, that's what I'm talking about. Dickless, fatherless behavior right there. That is dickless, fatherless behavior. Don't hate them. You pity them. To hate would be to show them a modicum of respect or the idea that they could lose respect. They don't deserve respect. Okay? That was dickless behavior. Pulled that bullshit, ran like a bitch. That's all there is to it. Like that. Wow. That is some bitchless behavior. I'm not even going to say maidenless behavior. Maidenless would give him too much credit. That was bitchless behavior. Wow, that was cringe. All right, who's next? Afira? I've had a lot of bad luck with Afira. Let's see if we can't do better this time. F in chat for Warden? Nah, leave him alone. Leave him alone. Let's not do this guy any credit. I'd insult him further, but I can't do any worse to him than life already has. All right. Thank you for saying that, Dexter. I'm glad you watched the video. I'm glad you watched the new legend. It was... I always make jokes about no one watching my videos. I'm glad that I was wrong and someone watched. Got him. Hannah, get him. No. Conk got axed. All right. Good job. All right, well, we know one thing that Kensei likes to do. He likes to throw his zones. So we're going to wait for those zones and try to catch it with a crushing counter. What's the title about? I talked about it earlier. I said that it's because Apollyon understands what fighting games are really about. Dang it! Got him, thank goodness. Whew, that was rough. That Kensei makes me work for it. I watched your new Legend 2. It was good. Thank you. I'm glad that some of you watched it. I was worried no one would. I needed to execute. Come on, Conk, you got this. Come on, Conk. Ah, Conk. You tried, Conk. All right.
Victory.
Hannah's kicking ass for me tonight. Yeah, this is my build for Hannah. This is Hannah Zafira. Is Hannah here tonight? Hannah, you here?
Round 4.
Never underestimate Hannah. Hey, whoa, 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 chill, chill. Ooh, good use of hyper armor. I love your Legend videos that make me sad sometimes. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, what's up, Chaos?
Round 5.
All right, we got this. Ooh. Whoa. Sohei grew a brain. Oh my god, he did really well. He did really well. Good catch. Come on, Conk. You got him. You got him, Conk. Oh, no. Wait, you didn't take advantage of that? Ooh, good read. Come on, Conk. Yeah! Conk with the win. Let's go. The Twitch at the end was great. I love that video. Oh, the one I released today? Thank you. I was proud of it. I thought it came out great. That was my fighting as Kensei. Oh, that was you, Breath? Very nice. You played very well. You played very well. I could not open you up. You were playing very defensively. You were making that a very tough fight for me. So, congrats, man. That was fun. That was very fun. You were a good Kensei. Alright, done with my brawl orders. Got a breach warrior order to do. We can do that. Let's do a quick breach. I'm not going to play with a lot of people. Just going to do a few bot matches. Hannah, you missed it. I played as you and won. Hannah, I played as you and kicked all kinds of butt. How could you not been here for that? It hurts. God. No boo whooshy. Let's go. Everyone chastise Hannah for not being here to see me play as her and win. Chastise her. Chastise her. Anyway, I started writing 7 days ago, and I've already wrote 12 originals. Cool. But how you been? Well, I just wrote a new For Honor Legend, and I released it today. We replaced a dishwasher in our apartment. My brother went to the ER. Just today's been kind of a crazy day. Hey Raven, what do you think the new hero would be, and what would be the lore behind it? The lore behind it's probably going to be pretty clear. It's going to be it's going to be Wu Lin, we know that. Don't know what it's going to be yet. I need more information or hints first. My best guess right now is going to be a Xion hero, or a Lu Bu hero, or a Sun Quan hero. Those are my three guesses. And the reason I say those is because Lu Bu and Sun Quan are both Three Kingdoms period based, which For Honor can't seem to get out of that period. This whole season has been based on it. And Xion hero, because I want a Xion hero. But that's beside the point. As for their lore, it's gonna be pretty clear. Prince Yi is gonna get this new hero on his side, and he's gonna work with him to help stop Zhe. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the overall lore. We'll get more information than that, I'm sure, when the Warriors Den comes out, but other than that, I can't say. Lark went to the what? Yeah, Lark went to the ER today. What fun. What happened with Lark? Oh, it's nothing. Ah, you dick! Goki, why? Goki, you fat bastard. Why do you want to hurt me? Well, it's nothing no, guys, it's nothing serious. Basically, a few days ago, Lark and I were eating out, and he ate a bone in a piece of meat or whatever, and the bone scratched his throat going down, but we thought it wasn't a big deal. But over the last few days, his throat has been really hurting and bothering him, so he went to the doctor to find out what was going on. But they didn't have the equipment to check him out, so they sent him to the ER to get it better looked at, and they had to probe his throat to, like, and x-ray it to see what was in there. Luckily, they said they didn't find anything concerning, but if the pain doesn't go away in like a week, then they'll send him to a specialist who can really get a better look at his throat. But he'll be fine. He'll be okay. It's nothing serious.
Outer gate destroyed. Move to the inner gate.
Yeah, he's fine. Don't worry about it. Why am I the only non-heavy here? Hey, Aaron. Was wondering when you'd show up. Probably no Red Dead stream. No, tomorrow we're not going to do a Red Dead stream. Right now, what we're hoping will happen is me, Lark, Hannah, and Jay are going to have our D&D session tomorrow. That's our hope. And if we have time, we'll stream something. If the D&D session can't happen for some reason, like if Jay can't do it or something, then we'll stream Baldur's Gate. Me and Lark will. That's the plan. Raven, do you like the Grey Knights? I don't have a problem with the Grey Knights. They're not my favorite, but I don't have an issue with them. I'm more of a Custodes fan, more than the Grey Knights. Look, when it comes to the factions of the Imperium of Man and their internal systems, of the Space Marines, the Dark Angels are our favorite. Of the Sisters of Battle, the Sisters of the Ardent, the Order of the Ardent Shroud is my favorite. Of the Imperial factions, like the Protectors of the Throne, the Custodes and the Sisters of Silence are my favorite. And of the Imperial Guard regiments, I mean, I don't really have a favorite there. I like a lot of them, but I guess I'll just go with the Valhallans because Caiaphas Cain is attached to them. And I love Caiaphas Cain. Looks like I'm just going to be doing the objective while they all just get kills. Okay. That was nice. The Guardian just let me beat the hell out of him. Did you know Apollyon is used to describe the abyss in the Bible? In the Bible, Apollyon is the Greek form of the word Abaddon. Abaddon is described as a demon from the abyss known as the Lord of Locusts. Wait, the Valhallans, are they Viking themed? No, just Norse themed. Custodes, the Emperor's finest against anything but clowns? What? I don't get that joke. Just get me in there, coach. Am I playing with other players or AI bots? The ones on my team are players, but the enemy team are bots. I'm referring to when the Harlequins made it to the Golden Throne. They did? Lark, did the Harlequins make it to the Golden Throne?
I don't think they made it to the Golden Throne. They made it inside of the Imperial Palace.
Yeah, I don't think they would have made it to the Golden Throne. And sliced through a lot of Well, yeah, the palace. This was during the War of the Beast, if I remember correctly. You're saying that the Harlequins broke into the Golden Throne during the War of the Beast. Let me look into that. I don't know. It says here, despite being vastly outnumbered, the Harlequins fought valiantly, but their attempt to reach the Emperor's throne room ultimately failed. It says, Lahiriel, the last surviving member of the group, was captured by the Custodians at the foot of the Eternity Gate. However, her fate took an unexpected turn when the Captain General Beowulf was persuaded by Grandmaster of Assassins Drakon Vagarich and Inquisitorial Representative Virtuous to transfer her to the care of their care for interrogation. Lahiriel's revelations during her interrogation in the Inquisitorial Fortress of Terra sent shockwaves to the Imperium, suggesting that Eldrad had dispatched her on a mission to deliver a message of peace to the Emperor himself, accompanied by a token of goodwill, the tooth of a nocturne drake said to have been gifted by Vulcan. Moreover, she revealed that Ulthwé had managed to calm the warp around Terra, aiding the Imperial war effort against the Orcs, but warned of a greater threat gathering on the horizon. So, yeah, they didn't get in. So, yeah, the Golden Throne remains unbreached. All right, let's see who's next. Nah, I can't play a Vanguard yet. Can't play Vanguard. Can't play Vanguard! Fine, Valkyrie. I'll play Valkyrie. It's like, we're going to give you Raider. Okay, Warmonger. Okay, Tiandi. Stop it! What do I know about King Baldwin? Which Baldwin? There were different... You mean Baldwin the Fourth? Because he's probably the most popular. King Baldwin IV, known as the Leper King and King of Jerusalem. He wasn't expected to live long when he was diagnosed with leprosy at the age of, I think it was 8. But he managed to live quite longer than expected. He was also an excellent tactician, a brave and charismatic leader, always willing to lead his armies in the front line, even though he was in a very weakened state physically. He could have no sex because of his leprosy, so he had to choose the next leader, but that leader that ended up taking over was an idiot, and Baldwin couldn't stop him from being an idiot, so after Baldwin died, Salah ad-Din could run roughshod over Jerusalem without much issue. Kind of a badass dude, really. I did a whole video on him. You can watch my video talking about Baldwin IV. It's Heroes in History Ravier. Check it out. I do a Whole thing on Baldwin. Check it out. Check it out. Watch my videos because nobody watches my videos for some reason. How much rage have we had tonight? None. I mean, we had one warden who was really salty and very toxic, but other than him, yeah, we're fine. Who would win in a fight, Rio or Shiori? Shiori. She's been around a lot longer. If Baldwin IV had no leprosy, could he have stopped Salahadin? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Baldwin was a badass. Very devout Christian, very strong leader, very charismatic. But ironically, it was his leprosy that was partially so inspiring. Everyone saw this kid. He was a teenager going out and leading armies despite his weakened condition, commanding forces and leading from the front line. He inspired people. They saw this kid and said, if he can do it, if God is with this kid, of course he's with us. And so he inspired people even with his leprosy. He did not treat leprosy as a crutch. He used it to make himself stronger, which is really awesome. He was diagnosed at age 9, just Googled it. I was off by a year. You were very close. You know your stuff. Love the videos, by the way. Was watching whole lore series at work. Amazing content, man. Who is your favorite hero? From the game? Oh, man. It changes all the time because I play everybody. Nusha's probably my favorite to play because I just have so much fun with her. But I enjoy a little bit about everybody. There's something that I like about every hero. I did a whole video series where it's called One Thing I Love, One Thing I Hate. And I had to say one thing I really, really liked and one thing I really, really hated about each hero. And so it's gotten to the point where whenever people say who's your main or who's your favorite, I'm always kind of like, it's hard to pick. Nusha, I just love playing because she's so fun and I get so much good luck with her. My highest rep, though, is Warden because I've been playing him longer than any other hero, even though I'm kind of garbage with him. Sohei's very entertaining, and Hatun is great. People think that I'm a Hatun main, and I'm like, not really. I just know her kit really well. Even Virtuosa, as much as I detest playing against her, I enjoy some things about her, you know? So, it's hard to say which one I love the most. I know that's kind of a cop-out answer, but it's the truth. No, don't do that. I would have wanted to talk to the man. Oh yeah, Baldwin was a G. And oh, by the way, thanks for saying that I know my stuff. I've been studying history for a very long time, particularly Crusade history, as well as Asian history, particularly Japan and Korea. Those are my areas of study in college. And I study them very, very passionately. I remember there was an Order of Lazarus. Not entirely sure if they're an Order of Lepers, if I remember correctly. I don't remember. There was an Order of Lazarus. I just don't remember the details about them. Any thoughts on King Baldwin's grandmother, Queen Melisende? I know her. I don't have any thoughts because I can't remember much right now. I'm drawing a blank right now. Fair enough answer, to be honest. My favorite is Warmonger, my only Rep 90 character. Can't wait for them to rise to the max rep again. Yes, I love Warmonger. In fact, I've been playing a lot of Warmonger lately because of the new story I released. Yes, the new legend is a Warmonger. Her name is Ephrael. Can't wait for the Ocelot fashion contest. I know it's a long time before that, but I can't wait to show you. Oh, cool. Yeah, it'll be a bit, because we got Conk next. Conk is next in the fashion contest. We're holding our own. Loved Ephrael. It's misspelling, but you're close. It's spelled like this. Oh, let me type it. There we go. That's how you spell it. Sorry. Can't wait for Virtuoso. I've got a unique entry I think you'll find fun. I hope so. The only Virtuosa I like is Madeline. She's the only one I like. I was surprised by the ending of the new Legend. What an exciting twist it was. Oh, yeah. I was hoping no one would figure out what I was doing. I was hoping no one would figure out where I was going. But I love when I can add a good twist to the Legend. But I still say the best twist I ever did in any Legend was Tian Xilong's twist. And if you haven't read Tian Xilong's lore, please read it. That's still one of my faves that I've written. Because the twist at the end is golden. I geeked out over it. Of course, man, how did you like Kingdom of Heaven? Also, there's a new one. I only know Astria and Warmonger so far. Well, how did you like Kingdom of Heaven? I liked it. Kingdom of Heaven was actually very entertaining. Not super accurate, historically, but it was very entertaining. You know, for me, a movie doesn't have to be 100% historically inaccurate. It just has to be good, you know? And Kingdom of Heaven was good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a very fun movie. I could probably make a video about some of the things they got wrong and some of the things they got right. They got some stuff right. But I liked it. It was a good movie. And the way they treated Baldwin was pretty good. They actually treated Salah ad-Din a little better than he would have been realistically. But that's fine. You know, they were trying to show respect to all sides, and I can't fault for them that. I cannot fault them for that. Air dealt with those guys. I'm off to heal. Haha. Anyway. My top 5 people I would like to have met in history are Leif Erikson, Genghis Khan, Sun Tzu, Jesus Christ, and King Baldwin. Okay. I need to work on my Virtuoso. Also, Tian Xilong is one of my favorite heroes. I love him, man. Xilong's story was peak. Thank you. Never got to finish Kingdom of Heaven. Funny thing is, I was watching the movie to study architecture at the time. Really? Well, finish the movie. It's good. I wasn't a fan that they showed Saladin as a peacemaker. Baldwin was my favorite. Yeah, that's what I mean, Northern Moose. Like, Saladin was not a peacemaker. He 100% was not. He was a warmonger in every sense. If he, look, at that ending scene, not the ending scene, sorry. In the scene where he's squaring up with Baldwin, and Baldwin's basically trying to talk him down, Salah ad-Din would not have even gone out to meet him. He wouldn't, first of all, he wouldn't have risked his own life like that. Salah ad-Din very rarely did that. But the other issue is he wouldn't have made peace that easy. He also wouldn't have offered his physicians to help Baldwin. If he saw Baldwin showing weakness there in the open with all armies there, he would have said, archers, we got a weak king over here. Look, I'm not trying to be mean to the guy. I'm not trying to be overtly mean, but Salah ad-Din gets this rep nowadays, this super wise, super peaceful guy who tried to work out things with the Christians. He was not. Salah ad-Din's huge ambition was to not only take back Jerusalem, but
Great game there, man. I swear, you're one of my all-time favorite YouTubers. I watch your Legend videos all the time, and I swear,
Aw.
great game there. Absolutely great game.
I met a fan. Oh my god, dude, that's so awesome. I wish I could turn on my. Hold on, can I turn on my mic? Hold on, I want to turn my mic. I want to turn on my mic and talk to him. Hold on. Hold on. Can I turn on my mic? Options, audio, voice chat mode open. Yo, can you? Is this thing on? Hold on. Hold on. I want to use my thing. Is it working? It's not working. Hold on. No, I want to be nice. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. I want to be nice. Yo. What is up? Can you hear? Is this working? I don't think it's working. I'll message. Is he on PlayStation? I'll shoot him a message. I'll shoot him a message. I want to be nice. Who am I going? Pirate? Pirate's fine. But I want to shoot him a message. Hold on. I wish I could turn my mic and say hi, because that was super nice. We got a fan. We got a fan. It feels like every stream I go on and I get a hater, but this time I got a fan. That's so awesome. He says that he watches all my stuff. He watches my Legends all the time. Dude, like, that's awesome. We need to show love to our fans. But anyway, sorry, I was going off on there. But his dream was to conquer Europe. He wanted to conquer all of Christendom. That was his goal. Like, he was definitely a warmonger. He was a warmonger, to be fair. Both sides were ruthless, but yeah, he basically killed any chance he got and showed no mercy. I see this movie as an alternate timeline history. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it, my friend. That is a good way to look at it. And I'm glad you're willing to see him that way, because people argue with me about Salah ad-Din and Richard the Lionheart all the time. It's really cringe how that goes. All right, let me send him a friend request. Aw, he's privated. Hold on. I'm gonna try this. Okay, hold on. Heard your message. Thanks. Aw! The player setting won't let me. Aw. I'm sad. I want to be nice, but I can't now. Aw. Well, you know what we'll do? You know what we'll do? We'll clip it. We'll clip it. How about that? Let's clip it. We'll put it on YouTube later and say, I met a fan. I met a fan. Let's make this guy's day. Let's make this guy's day. We're gonna make this guy's day, okay? I wanted to tell him hi in a message and that we were streaming, but I can't, and I can't message him because of his privacy settings, which is totally fine. So instead, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put him in a short. We're gonna put him in a short and say we met a fan on stream, not a hater this time, but an actual fan, and that makes my day. Really, that makes my day. I love hearing from you guys. I love shout outs. They mean the world to me. Anyway, I'm not familiar with Richard Lionheart. I've heard of him, but never really learned anything. So Richard the Lionheart was actually French. Many people don't know this, but he became King of England largely because England at the time was kind of owned by France, partially anyway. And he had a lot of land in France, and he just kind of became the king of it. But then when the Third Crusade was kicking off, he wanted to be part of it to take back Jerusalem, because Jerusalem at the time was under the control of the Saracens and, of course, Salah ad-Din. Richard the Lionheart was not only a big man physically, but he was also a brilliant strategist and warrior, and very charismatic. He was called Richard the Lionheart because of how brave he was, how bold he was, how strong he was. This guy was a Giga Chad. So he leads his men into the Middle East, into the Holy Land, and Salah-ad-Din can't stop him. So here's the thing, Salah-ad-Din really didn't go out personally himself to deal with people. He sent his generals and his leaders to go out and deal with people. And so he's sending out like, who's this new guy? Richard? This Richard guy? Okay, y'all deal with him. Y'all can deal with him, right? They're like, okay, we'll deal with him. They come back saying, we could not deal with him. He's destroying us. He's beating us at every opportunity. And Salah-ad-Din is going from pissed off about it to terrified about it. Eventually, Richard makes his way all the way to Jerusalem. And here's where things get controversial. This is where all the debates come in. At the time, Salah-ad-Din had a lot of Christian soldiers and crusaders captured and held prisoner in Jerusalem. Meanwhile, Richard had a lot of Saracens and Muslims as prisoner in his camps. And so he said, hey, Salah-ad-Din, let's talk here, okay? You release your prisoners and let them come home to me, and I will release your prisoners. We'll agree. And Salah-ad-Din said, yeah, that's cool, we'll do that. And he said, let's agree on a set time to do it, okay? Salah-ad-Din says, okay, we'll agree on a time. So they set a day to do it. The day came, Salah-ad-Din didn't do it. Richard came to the gate again and said, okay, man, we said you need to bring them out. And Salah-ad-Din said, yeah, we ran into some complications, we can't let them go yet. And Richard said, that's not what we agreed. You need to let them go. I'll give you another day. I'll give you a little bit more time. But you need to let them go. And Salah-ad-Din said, yeah, I'll get it done this time. But here's the thing. Salah-ad-Din wasn't an idiot. He knew Richard has to feed the prisoners. He knew the Christians were compassionate. They weren't going to let his prisoners starve. So he was saying, let's just buy as much time as we can. We will wait this out. Because eventually they're going to wear out their own resources feeding my prisoners. We could just wait this out as long as we like and let Richard keep wasting food and supplies on my own men. So Salah-ad-Din had no intention of turning over the prisoners. And Richard figured that out. So he said, so on the day that Salah-ad-Din reneged again, Richard lined up all the prisoners and said, hey, Salah-ad-Din, you failed again and I don't give you 3 strikes. And he decapitated every one of Salah-ad-Din's men. Salah-ad-Din, outraged and awesome, like, how could you? Well, I'm killing the Christian prisoners too. Now, this is where the contention comes in. A lot of people say Richard was wrong because he killed the Muslim prisoners first. They're like, he should have just waited. He's the one who started things. In reality, though, he had no choice. Oh, crap. Oh, God. Don't do it. But as I was saying, so many people say Richard was bad because of what he did, but Salah-ad-Din was being clever and forcing him to waste resources on the prisoners that he had. So in the end, Richard did the only thing he realistically could. He had to make sure that his men had resources. And here's the funny thing. Historians believe Richard could have taken the Holy Land. Historians believe that if Richard had committed, he could have done it. It would have taken time, but he could have done it. He had the resources. He had the manpower. He had the technology. And Salah-ad-Din was shitting his pants at the thought of it. But Richard ran into a problem. See, the problem was that while he was away, his idiot younger brother, John, or Prince John, as some of you know him, was trying to kind of take over the kingdom in his place. And a lot of French nobles and English nobles were backing John and kind of doing dirt to his land and resources. So Richard was basically losing his home and position in England. And he said, dang it, I got to go home and deal with this. So he said, Salah-ad-Din, here's the deal, brother. I'm going home. I got to deal with some stuff. But here's what we're going to do. You're going to let the Christians who live in Jerusalem go home or, travel outside of Jerusalem. And you're going to allow Christian pilgrims to travel to the holy places without issue. If I find out you reneged on that, if I find out you stopped doing that, I'm coming back here and I'm finishing what I started. We cool with that? And Salah ad-Din said, yes, that's fine, please leave, please go. Hell, I'll even give you an escort to get out of here, just get out of here. And so that's exactly what happened. Richard left, and Salah ad-Din, out of fear that Richard would come back, honored that agreement and let the Christians come and go. He still forced them to pay the jizya, which was the taxation of Muslims on non-Muslims, but he allowed them to go without issue or penalty. Richard then went home to fix his problems, and he did fix them. He did get rid of John. He did handle a lot of issues, but then someone killed him. Yeah, he got killed while in England. Got shot right off of his horse by a kid with a crossbow. His men wanted to kill him, and Richard said, no, bring him here. Right over. Said, you're the one who killed me? Good shot, kid.
And his sister had him flayed alive.
And then Richard's sister had him flayed alive. But yes, in his final moment, Richard looked at the kid and said, good shot, kid. Richard was an absolute G. Richard was a G. He even said, don't punish the kid. Don't punish the kid. It's fine. Don't punish him. But his sister wasn't having it, so, yeah. I mean, you did say Saladin had no intention of freeing his prisoner, so him being portrayed as a victim makes no sense. It's because of the way modern sensibilities view Islam. And I'm not going to go into that too much right now, because that gets a little political. As much as I am not a fan of Saladin, I kind of disagree with that statement. Everyone has a choice. He could have said he's not feeding them anymore or offered to trade one-on-one. I don't know. But again, Salah ad-Din was abusing the situation. Oh, he was. He was abusing the situation. Now, you could argue that Richard could have said, I'm not going to feed them anymore. You could have argued Richard could have said that. But again, Salah ad-Din had no intention of freeing the prisoners in the first place. He probably would have just said, okay, don't feed them. I'm not going to feed your prisoners then. Okay. Like, he would have just upped the ante himself. And if I'm being honest, it was kinder to just behead them. Because it's better to just kill them quickly than force them to suffer and starve indefinitely. And besides, remember, Richard was a Christian, and it is not Christian to torture. It is not a Christian principle to torture or starve prisoners of war. That's not a Christian principle. So, in Richard's mind, since Salah ad-Din showed he was not willing to play ball, he was just going to remove them as a factor. Now, if you want to argue that he was wrong in how he handled it, we can have that discussion. But the idea that he was just a villain for that, no, that's not true. That's definitely not true. Prince John, the phony king of England. Yep, that's him. Why wasn't Richard's sister having any of it? Richard's sister cared about her brother, and in her eyes, this kid who killed him, you killed the king. That's not something you just get away with.
Not to mention it ensured that, because Richard had no male heirs.
Yes.
So that meant John was now back in power.
And John is an idiot. So he died by accident. Actually, that's a point of contention. Did the kid intend to kill Richard? Some say that it was an actual assassination attempt. Others say it was a complete freak accident. I don't know which myself. I've heard arguments for both sides of that. Some have made really good points that it was an assassination attempt. Others have said that the kid had nothing to do with the anti-Richard crowd. I don't know myself. I'm not going to say here and not know for sure. But it could have been an accident. It could have been an assassination attempt. Raven, you got a donation? Oh, I did? I missed it. I'm sorry. I was in talk mode. Where was it? Yo, Northern Moose with the $13.99 California dollars. That is California dollars, right? I don't know what that's called. I'm an American. CA, yeah. Canadian, okay. Oh, why did I say California? I'm an idiot. Someone hang me from the highest yardarm. I'm a complete dunderhead. I'm a moron. I'm a mook. I'm an idiot. I'm a nincompoop. Nah, I died. Anyway. That's true. Should have known better as a Christian myself. Feeding and helping the weak and poor is literally in the Bible. Yeah, exactly, Northern Moose. Exactly, bro. At least we got Robin Hood from that whole fiasco. Robin Hood is a popular story told about Robin of Locksley, which was supposedly a knight who joined Richard the Lionheart on the Third Crusade. If the legends are true, he went home early to see what Prince John was doing to England, and he couldn't get information back to Richard to let him know what was going on. So he sort of ran an underground anti-John campaign to try to undermine John's authority while they waited for Richard to get back. I don't know how much of it is true, and of course a lot of it is embellished, but that's supposedly where it comes from. Oh god. We did it! Yay! Anyway. How would things be different if the Ottomans took Vienna? Well, that's a good question. How would things be different if the Ottomans took Vienna?
Could they hold?
Yeah, that's exactly my thought, Lark. The question is, if they took Vienna, cool. They couldn't hold it. You got to realize when the Ottomans were besieging Vienna, they were not looking good. Even before the winged hussars arrived, insert your Sabaton lyric there. Even before the winged hussars arrived, the Ottomans were running on fumes. They were lacking in resources and were struggling to maintain the siege. They probably would have broken through given enough time, but they wouldn't have had the resources to maintain. And then once the Polish hussars arrived, there was no hope. There was no way they were going to maintain.
You had the whole Holy League. You had the Polish army, the rest of the Holy Roman Empire, and some Protestant armies that were coming in.
Yeah.
Because Vienna is far away from Constantinople and an Ottoman supply alliance.
Stone of Elohim, haha, Raven, you're hilarious, bro. What did I say? Did I say something funny? Am I a joke to you? Do I amuse you? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But honestly, if they manage to invade Vienna, I think the issue you're going to face is they wouldn't have been able to hold on to it. Have we spoken on the title? Yes, I did speak on it earlier. I spoke on it earlier. I was saying that Apollyon understood the assignment. I'm going to go Sohei. I haven't gone Sohei in a hot minute, and I got to play a heavy anyway. Raven, can you rant on the recent Amazing World of Gumball episode? I would, but I don't know anything about the Amazing World of Gumball episode that came out. I haven't watched any Amazing World of Gumball in ages. I think I watched like 3 episodes of that and kind of lost interest. Verse of the day, Psalm 85:2. You forgave the iniquity of your people and covered all their sins. Stay God bless. Thank you, Frog. Appreciate it. Raven, you really love KCD2? Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I haven't even played the first one. But people tell me I should play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Tell you what, if you guys would be willing to watch me stream that, I'll play it.
You lost Zone C.
Not a lot I could do, but I bought time. He's down. Anyway, as a Canadian, Raven, what hurt my soul to hear you call our Monopoly money California dollar. You're right. I apologize. That was evil of me. I apologize. California money is even more egregious than Canadian dollars. Because here's the thing. Canadian money may be Monopoly money. California dollars are Chuck E. Cheese tokens. Okay, I'm just being real. Ella reminds me of when me and my buddy were playing Knights of Honor 2. He formed the Ottoman Empire by conquering Southeast Europe, Western Asia, and North Africa, invaded the North. Really?
You lost Zone C.
Crap. Is it just 3 Shaolin and a Lawbringer? Really? Okay. Anyway. I don't have the stomach to look up the episode. What was bad about it? I'd rant on it if I knew what it was about. Me, England, Germany, Bohemia, and Hungary fought and wiped his army. Yeah, there you go. My verse of the day was Isaiah 61. Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rise upon you. I need to see what my verse of the day was. I normally do my Bible studies in the evenings before I go to bed. So I need to see what my verse of the day is, actually. I'm sure it's something good. I'm sure it's something good. Well, I better turn B around. Better turn B around. I haven't even got my first feat, gang. I haven't even gotten a kill. This is why I prefer playing bots. A lot more chill. It's way more chill. Good read. Oh, watch him. KCD and KCD2 is a 99.99% historical accurate. All combat techniques and people are from real history events. It takes place during the War of Wensels and Segment for Bohemia. Really? That is cool. I will need to look into this. I will need to do some research on this because I did not know that. Ah! I haven't gotten a single kill yet. Well, I got a kill assist there. Okay, that's something. I got a kill assist. That's something. Come on. And our teammate just quit. Nice. Okay. All right, let's go. Feats for the win. Again, this is rifle for bots. Have I heard about the new animated David movie coming out? Yeah, I know about it. I've talked about it before, actually. Well, one of our teammates just took back C. Nice. And they're ganking him now. Ah! I am sucking wind.
You lost Zone C.
And then again, we're up against a Lawbringer and 3 Shaolins. Hey, Raven Knight, I was curious about the title. Have you told us why Apollyon understood the assignment? Yeah, I've already talked about that. I even answered earlier when you asked. I said it's because she understands what fighting games are all about. Remember, Apollyon's whole identity is built around... You know, I'm not fighting you. I'm not fighting you. Later. Okay. Oh, man. Bad match. Really bad match. What's your least favorite empire? Depends on what criteria we're looking at. The Babylonian, I guess. I think that they do it a lot good, but I also think they did a lot bad. And I'm also not high on the Ottomans either. The Ottomans annoy me a bit. They did important things, don't get me wrong, but I think people glaze them a little too much. All my apologies. I must have missed it when you answered earlier. Yeah, basically my point. Yeah, I'm not fighting them again. Hell no. I brought it up earlier. I was talking about. I brought it up on a previous stream. We talked about David for a while. Do I ever play with viewers? I do, just not tonight because honestly, I'm going to be wrapping up in just a few. I'm probably going to play maybe 1 or 2 more matches, then I'm going to call it. All right, let's try Sohei one more time because that last match was not stacked in our favor. We were up against a bunch of ganking Shaolins and a Lawbringer. That was just not going to go well for any of us, especially once our teammates quit. Neo or Old Babylonians? Neo. How do you even do it, Raven, fighting against 2 at the same time? Part of it's practice. You just got to learn what to look for and what not to. Another part of it is patience. Do not get scared or anxious. Just be careful. Watch what your enemy's doing. Know their kit and know what they're capable of and know the confirmed gank options that they have. Man. Probably just when I'm done with this match, I'm switching back to a bot for the last one because I'm not doing this. I was heading on. Got to work in the morning. Whenever I'm off and you're streaming and painting with viewers, I would be honored to play. Yeah, man, glad to have you on. Would be glad to have you on, guys. My team was winning and then I joined and now we're losing. I'm bad luck, guys. That's all there is to it. I'm bad luck.
Zone C.
Get him. Good job, Yorm. Good job, Yorm. Yeah, I knew he was going to go for that.
Zone A.
Damn. How did Horus fall to Chaos? Erebus did it. Horus fell to Chaos because Erebus kind of led him in that direction, but he also got injured on that Chaos planet and went to that Church of Chaos, and they just kind of messed with his head. No, Nina, I understand it's not easy, but that's why it takes time and practice. Remember, I've been playing this game since release. I'm used to the reads, and I'm still mess up. Gah.
You lost Zone A.
Yeah, that Kensei's just gonna sit there. You really never subscribed to me? Fix that. You're good.
You lost Zone C.
Well, at least I got the Kensei. Not a lot of audio with this. Good night, man. Good night. Take care. We won't be on too much longer anyway. I'm gonna wrap it up after one more match. Because honestly, I just can't keep up with For Honor anymore. I really can't. I love the game. I always will, but I can't keep up with the PvP scene.
You captured Zone C. Your team is breaking.
Alright, I got my 4th feat, so... Ah, and they used a fire flask. Nice. It's gonna make this a lot harder. You... dumbass! Dumbass! Okay, bro. That Yorm, oh my god, they sold. They sold. They hung me out to dry. They hung me out to dry. Oh my god. Raven, forgot to mention this a while ago, but thank you for recommending Spy Family for an anime. Stuff's funny. Oh, it's great. It's a great anime. What are my thoughts on the Grey Knights? I was literally already asked that. I said that I was fine with them. Hey, thanks, W. What's up? But man, I'm kind of mad at that Yorm. They ruined it. They ruined it. The staring contest, man. Why didn't you... Peacekeeper, why didn't you punish? Why didn't you punish? Oh. Why are you targeting Lawbringer? There we go. My teammate fed revenge. No, they didn't feed revenge. I was going to use my finishing move on the shaman to get her out of the way so we could clear B. But while I was doing the finishing move, the Yorm decided to get a free hit in on shaman, which not only canceled my move, but got rid of all of my souls, which meant I couldn't do it again. So that's what we call basically selling. Alright, yeah, I need to switch back to bots. I don't know if I will ever go back to playing PvP. I may just switch, I may just stick to bots full time. But yeah, I'm out of that. I'm out of that. Might just be the best. I'm glad we ran into a fan tonight because I think genuinely I am one of the most disliked For Honor content creators on the platform. Not to say I don't have an audience, but I've been getting so many haters lately. Like, just so many. That I can't help but think, man, is this just what it is? Am I just going to be inundated with this? It's very irritating. Like, the last few days, it feels like any match that I'm in, I get some kind of hater. Usually on mic, just saying that I'm a piece of shit. In the comment section of some of my videos, my goodness. I started playing this game against bots, and I just feel like what's happened is the game meta has altered to the point that I can't keep up with it.
You lost zone.
Which isn't a bad thing. I want people to enjoy the game for what it is, and I want the game to keep growing. But I don't think that I can keep up with it. Too many people have pointed out that I'm just not that good. And I'm like, okay, well, if I'm not that good, I need to just play something else.
You captured zone C.
Nedkin said when you were playing Vert was crazy. Yeah, but they're not an isolated incident. They're just the most interesting that I had. I get a lot of others. Like I had one just the other day. do what makes me happy.
You lost.
It's a little beyond just what makes me happy, I'm afraid. My wings are permanent. What? Okay, my wings finally went away. That was weird. I just find fighting bots more relaxing. Been insulted for it, though. I had one person, this was funny. It's on Reddit somewhere. There was this person who asked the question, who are your favorite For Honor YouTubers or For Honor content creators? I got a few mentions, which was nice, but there were some people who were like, Raven Knight's not even good. All he does is talk lore, history, and realism, which no one cares about. And he can't even play the game well. Because he only plays against bots, and I'm like, I don't just play against bots, but I do prefer bots. Because bots are just a more relaxed experience. I'm not looking to sweat. I'm not looking to prove anything. I know I'm casual. I know I'm not great at the game. I just want to have fun. But people are like, you're a rep 1300 overall, and you play like that? Yeah. Because I want to have fun. And then, of course, there's the videos that I release. I think one of my favorites, I released one of my videos talking about Virtuosa and why I think that she needs work. And this guy straight up said, hey, Raven, I want you to know something, okay? Your channel has, like, over 40,000 subs, and this video barely has 1,000 views, which is barely a fraction of your channel number, of your subscriber numbers. So that means no one cares what you think about this.
You captured Zone A. You lost Zone A.
Honestly, I've gotten better in your opinion. Yeah, I think my skills have improved. I'm not saying they haven't, but I don't think I can keep up. Like, for example, I can barely light parry. I am really bad at it. And people always say the same thing, you know, like, well, what specs do you, like, either get a PC or a good monitor? I can't afford that. Like, I play on an old TV. I play on an old TV. It does not get the high kind of frame rates that gaming monitors have. I play on a PlayStation 5, which is good. It's better than my old PlayStation 4 for sure. But anytime like I talk to people like a Break and Run or Professor POV or people like them, and I tell them what I have running, they're like, yeah, that's not going to help you much. And so I'm like, yeah, if it's a matter of and now some people say, no, it's not a matter of tech, it's a matter of skill. Okay, then skill in what? Like, reading? Yeah, I'm not as good at reading people. Maybe that's an area I need to improve on, I guess, but I've been playing this game for a long time, and I feel like the rules keep changing. People have good days and bad days, especially with games like this. Oh yeah, no doubt. I have some great days where I'm just kicking ass all the time. Then I have days where I am just the worst player who ever touched this thing. The problem is I feel like I've gotten a lot more of those bad days lately. Riven, do you play on PC? PlayStation 5.
Victory.
Tell you what, sometime what I'll do is I'll do a stream where I versus fans. I'll just versus you guys. Kind of like what Wextra does, just for fun. Just to see, just so you guys can play against me and see for yourselves. Everyone in For Honor YouTube is on PC. Yeah, I'm one of the few that plays on PlayStation 5. I'm serious. I know Wextra plays on Xbox. Wextra plays on Xbox. But I play on PlayStation 5. Alright, I'm going to do one more match. But the purpose of this match is to show off... well, I'm not playing at that map. I hate that map. Let's pick a better map. The purpose of this match is to show off Ephriel, the Warmonger. Give me a better map than that last one. I hate the Forge. Yeah, this one will do. I like Cheng Pass. Well, speak of the devil. What's up, a break and run? How you doing, man? Yeah, I'll show off Ephriel. And I will do a video sometime soon on how to build her. Oh no, what'd I do? Oh, you didn't do anything. We were just talking about, like, conversations we've had in the past about improvement in the game and stuff like that. And I said that I've talked to you extensively about that kind of stuff. Like, you've taught me, you've told me some things that I can do to improve and stuff like that. And we've talked about, like, how to fix my PC and, like, style of play and stuff. And some of the stuff is just, like, I don't have a great gaming monitor or great gaming PC or anything like that. So it's learning how to improve without the tech to make it more seamless. But, like, you didn't do anything bad, like, for sure.
You captured Zone C.
Yeah, Break. We gotta do some stuff, especially later this month. I'm gonna have a lot of free time because I'm taking some time off from work to get some stuff done. So we will definitely have some time later this month for sure. But yeah, we're just wrapping up the night. This is gonna be my last match of the night because I'm exhausted. Today was incredibly draining. Oh crap.
You captured Zone A.
Pull back. Hold on.
You lost Zone A.
Doing that execution on a Yorm is great because of their laugh. Just like, ah! The VC's always open, man. You're free to stop by. Actually, it's funny. It's funny, man. Anytime, there are lots of times where you are streaming, and I'd love to hop on, but then I'm also at work, or I'm at school, or I've been caught up with something. And especially these last few weeks, I've been doing a lot of stuff with family and Christmas stuff, so I haven't even been on to drop by a lot of other people's stuff. But yeah, dude, next time you're streaming and I'm available, I will try to stop in. I will try to stop in. Oh crap. Oh, he bled to death. What's up, Prophet of Puns? How you doing, man?
You captured.
Ephria looks gorgeous. Yeah, I love her look. It's such a good look. I'll talk about it in a minute. Turn B around right now.
Lost zone C.
I love how as Warmonger you can do that and just kind of warp right into the middle of the minions.
You lost zone A. You captured zone A. You captured zone C.
Oh, I thought that Kensei was way closer.
You lost zone A.
That's one way. What's up, Laura? Hope you're doing well. Well, I figured I'd stop by for a little bit and busy trying to catch up with the new year. Yeah, I get you, man. Same here. I've been trying to catch up, too. Just lots of stuff going on. Because, honestly, yesterday and today, my parents came down to help fix the dishwasher because our old one was just busted, so we needed to get a new one. And we just got it installed today. So the whole last 2 days have just been us trying to finagle with Lowe's to get the dishwasher, and they didn't want to install it themselves for weird reasons, so we had to do it. It's just been, that's what, like I said, exhausting last few days. And tomorrow's school is back on, so it's back to the old grind, as it were. But everyone in chat, if we are lucky, we will do a stream tomorrow, possibly Baldur's Gate 3, possibly Helldivers 2. It's going to depend on how Lark is feeling. But we may get to do a stream with my brother. What do you think of that, Lark? I said tomorrow, if we're lucky, if we get done with things in a timely manner, we may either stream Baldur's Gate 3 or Helldivers 2. The way I see it, if we manage to get in a D&D session, we'll do Helldivers 2. If we can't, we'll do Baldur's Gate.
You captured zone C. Enemy team is breaking. The enemy rally.
Dang it.
You lost.
Evening, Dr. Leon. I'm still watching your videos, although I never thought that you would call out extra credits for the points that they missed when they were either talking about some fairy tales, famous stories, or mythologies, as I did watch his shorts and some historical figures. Yeah, Laura, when I call out extra credits, it'll be on a lot of things, because I think extra credits gets a lot wrong. I think extra credits gets a lot wrong. I actually haven't gone after them recently. They've been kind of quiet recently. I haven't had anything to go after them on. But now that I've said it, they'll probably do something. Just stay there. Sit, stay, Kensei. No, Kensei, no. I want to try to light parry you. Give me a light. No, that's a zone. Give me a light. No, well, he gave me a light. That's a heavy. Give me a light. Give me a light, man. Come on. Ah, still a heavy. Come on, give me a light. This is not what I had in mind. You know what? I'm just killing you. I'll try again with someone else. You're no fun. Will you also hit out your fellow Helldivers? I might. Oh shit. I might, yeah. Hold on. Yes! I actually learned that trick from another content creator. You all know him as King Angelus. King Angelus is a Warmonger main. What he does is he starts a top heavy, cancels it, and then does a zone, because the zone is so fast. Here, watch again. Oh, I forgot. Yorm fights with half a brain cell. Oh, no, you don't! Here, eat this. Yes, get COVID. I never knew that because since I thought he got everything right when he was reviewing any piece of mythology, history, or literature. Mythology, sometimes he gets it right. History, sometimes he gets it right. Literature, rarely. But you can see those. I do go after him for some of those. All right. Because you guys stuck around and have been awesome, I will go through how I built Ephriel, but I'm still going to do a video later. So you guys who stayed till the very end get to see how I built her. Aren't you lucky? All 31 of you. That's a great number, by the way. I'm glad we got 31 people right now. All right, let's take a look. So here is how I built Ephriel. So first of all, I wanted to go with the crimson look. I thought at first about going with a white look or a pale look because when you see the dragon or a wyvern in the trailer, they look pale. But I decided to go with red because it kind of matches the theme of blood and crimson. Like, she has been bathed in blood and fire, so I thought that fit a little bit nicer. Plus, when you have the effect on Domain of the Wyvern, which is the effect I gave her, the head is still white, so it still looks fine. Okay, so what I went with was traits, type 1, skin color default. Chest, I used the Stellar Blaze 3 paint pattern, which is gotten from the Stellar Blaze Elite outfit. No symbol, but the Paisley 1 embossing. For the ornament, I use Knots of Prominence, because it just gives this really nice ornate spike feel. Material, okay, this is kind of interesting. I use Cinnabar as the base, but for the arms and standards, I use tar, which gives this really cool combination of crimson and black, which I think looks good. And I like making the legs and arms black here because it offsets the rest of the armor, I think. For the right shoulder, paint pattern, nothing. Symbol, nothing. Embossing is Paisley 2. And right shoulder is the exact same thing. For standards, I use Shield of Wyverndale 3, which is gotten from the Shield of Wyverndale Illustrious outfit. And I use Serpentine Umbrage 2, which you get from Malignant Hydra Mask outfit. And then for the back, I used Beasts of Horkos 2 for the paint pattern, which you get from the Beasts of Horkos Elite outfit. And I used Fabled Epoch, which you get from the Year 6 Season 1 Battle Pass. Now, I love the Beasts of Horkos 2 paint pattern because I love the faded look. I think that looks really, really good, and it shows age, and I think that's kind of what I was looking for here. I was looking for a very aged cape to show her age. All right, so that is what I did there. For the color scheme, I used Bleeding, which you get at level 18, so a very easy one to get access to. Now, the armor pieces, I used the Aramuniosus Helm, Incanium Chest, and Dysnomia Alternate Arms. And for the weapon, I used Scorching Primacy Blade, Antumbra of Horkos Hilt, and Tormenting Blaze Guard, because it gives this really cool crimson and gold dragon theme, which I think works really, really well. It's a really, really good design. So that's how I made that. All right, next. For feats, I just used all the basics, although I could trade out Power of Corruption with Tough as Nails or Punch Through. Any of those would work. For executions, I went with Evisceration to show her raw strength. Degradation, again showing her raw strength and her contempt. Horkos Shave, pretty quick execution. And Ramiel's Ascendancy. I think she still carries Ramiel's sword. I think she still carries it. And so she uses it when she can. Because I think that's important to her. Emotes, I use Paired Story Time because she's the one telling the story of Ramiel. She wants to spread his legacy around the world, so this is her sitting and telling others of his legacy. Dramatic Frustration, her lamentation about the state of the state of Heathmore right now. And then I use Thespian Salute and Wolf Might. Although I could use Mocking Bow, that's fine too. Signature, I use Allegiance to Ashfeld because I feel like she would show Allegiance to Ashfeld out of duty to Ramiel. But I could also go with Fire Breathing. That works too. And then for effects, everything is Domain of the Wyvern, which you get from the Shield of Wyverndale Illustrious outfit. It gives this really cool dragon head, which I think looks great and implies that there is this draconic power that is hidden beneath her because she took human form in order to hide herself among humanity, and she still fights for the honor of her beloved Ramiel. And that is how I built Ephriel, the Great Wyvern. And now you know. What's up, Rising Swarm? So, comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, prayers, any of that fun stuff? Let me know now while I get rid of some unnecessary stuff. Also, I need to check a message real quick. Oh, what's the name? Oh, sorry, I missed your message. What does the name Ephriel mean? Ephriel is a feminine version of the name Raphael, and Raphael means God heals, or healed by God. So Ephriel is the feminine version of Raphael. So that's what that means. Do I have an Ephira OC? Yes, I do. I actually have two. My Ephira. This is her. Her name is Lamia Castriotti. And then there's this one, who is based off of my friend Hannah. Will you make more legends with hero skins like Bolton and Unsung Ruth? Maybe. If I can, is it okay if I connect her to the Wyvern hatchling for my Warden story? As long as you pay homage, yeah, you can. Oh yeah, I love making drip for my characters. That she's not even my first Warmonger OC. I made a Plague Warmonger. This was my original Warmonger build. Celine. Apollyon herself. The sister of William of Oxshire. And of course, Ephriel. And I'm still working on her. I don't have anything finished for her yet. But I love making drip for characters. I've got my patriotic freedom bringer, Richard Blackthorn, a Custodes. Still working on you. This guy was based on St. George and the Dragon. His name is Horgios. My Dark Angel. And me. But yeah, as you can see, I go through a lot of stuff. The one who denies that female characters in D&D work for you, but male ones don't. Yeah, pretty much. But anyway, that's about it for tonight. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate y'all sticking around. Tomorrow will be another stream day. Since I might have some time tomorrow to stream during the day. We'll see what happens. I'll let you guys know. But anyway, what, can you see Apollyon as a descendant or reincarnation of Despard? No, I don't. Because Apollyon's not a tyrant like Despard is. Despard was a tyrant. I don't think that they're very much aligned. Astria maybe, but not Apollyon. Alright guys, thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Take care, guys. Oh, shoot. I forgot. I'm not doing it on my PlayStation now. I'm doing it on my PC. Because I learned how to do that. So let's close it out the PC way, huh? Later.